What's up, you guys? You are tuned in to an all-new episode of Point of View. Ladies, I hope you're having a good Friday. It's a beautiful day.
It is
Cheers to the freaking weekend.
Right. Yes.
Fridays are always great.
It's been an amazing week, and we have an amazing show planned for you all at home. But before we get started, we have a few shout-outs. So today, comedian, actor, producer, and screenwriter Keegan-Michael Key celebrates his 53rd birthday today. So happy birthday to you. If you don't remember him, he is from Key and Michael, the sketch series. So they actually won a Primetime Emmy Award and a Peabody Award for that. So congratulations and happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Miss A.A. Ron.
A.A. Ron.
A.A. Ron. A.A. Ron. I'm done.
He is so cute and funny looking at the same time. But in honor of Women's Month, we want to celebrate and highlight Jennifer Lewis today. She is one of our favorite movie/TV moms. She has brought us some of our classic films, like, right? Sister Act.
Go, girl, go.
Poetic Justice, and Blackish. That's one of my favorites, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, to me, Jennifer has a name that is like not widely known. When you hear her name, you don't always remember or just know, who she is. But when you hear her voice and when you see her face, she is unmistakable.
Right.
So we want to congratulate you, Jennifer, and we wish you continued success, girl. You are continuing to rock out year after year. And thank you for getting us together via the big screen.
Yes. Like, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
When you were saying her name, I was like,
Who?
Right?
and as soon as I saw her face, I was like, oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I hate that for her, though. They need to put some respect on her name for real.
Honestly. Well, congratulations to you, and thank you for being our TV mom and TV auntie.
Yes.
But in other news, you guys, so it's Friday, and we have so much to talk about today, so let's get into some girl talk, okay? There's a never-ending debate online about the value of women. And with the internet being so easily accessible now, everyone is questioning whether or not, we're leaving things open to imagination, closed to imagination, whatever. But before we move on, let's take a look at what this young lady had to say.
What exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive.
I don't agree with this young lady.
Sounds like she's in
tell.
an abusive relationship.
No,
Really?
she does not.
Really?
No, she
I feel
does
like she got a little
Is
truth
the
in
table
there.
split down the middle today?
It's a little truth.
No,
It's a little
exactly,
truth.
exactly.
It's a little truth in
The
there.
table
It's a
is-
little,
the table
it's a
is
little
split,
truth in
baby.
there.
Let's go down
It's a
the
little
line.
truth in there. Okay.
What's the
Men
truth?
do. I feel like men do like women who do have a certain level of exclusivity, because if you are walking around having everything hanging out 24/7, it's just like, dang, like, what are you leaving for me at home?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But also on the other side of the table, on the women's side, I do feel like, let your woman be who she is. You know what I'm saying? Remember when we had that conversation about Keke Palmer and her boyfriend, husband, whoever?
Yeah.
And he was mad about her dressing, how she dressed at the Usher concert. You knew she was like that before you got with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get with somebody and then try to change who they are or how they dress.
Yeah.
Don't be controlling like that. Accept them for who they are.
Right.
You know? So I see both sides. I see both sides.
But my thing is, so for example, let's use Keke Palmer if we want to use her for the example, because she's a prime example.
Okay.
She is not vulgar. She is sexy, right? So I think there's a certain level to it, and there are girls that go straight to the extreme, right?
Ass
Cover
out.
it all up. What are you leaving for at home?
Yeah.
No, you can look, but you can't touch.
Right.
So as much as, I think if you're confident in your body, shoot, people who had plastic surgery, they are beyond confident in their body. They bought it.
Right.
Right?
I mean, they better be.
You bought it. I'm going to show
You
it.
spin a bag on it. You better be confident.
So I think that there is some level of insecurity that it makes when people show their skin and are confident within themselves, it makes her feel a little bit.
No.
You think she was
I agree.
projecting?
No,
I think
I
it was a little bit
I
projected.
definitely do
Absolutely.
not.
I thought she was beautiful.
I think she is too, but that doesn't mean that's what
I don't think
she's
she's insecure. I think she is telling the truth. And I feel like a lot of times because we want to have sex appeal, we act like being all out there with it is just okay. There are things that you do that we know it's just not okay, but you want to do it anyways because you're going to do what you want to do. But that doesn't make it right. And I feel like, like letting it all hang out, like booty, like booty shorts and a
miniskirt,
and a bikini.
I hate seeing the miniskirts and a whole butt is just hanging out the bottom.
But I
hate seeing that.
Just because a woman is doing that, that doesn't mean she is a low value. But to value someone, this is what I disagree with. To gauge someone's value based off of what they have on, you don't know what they have up here. You don't know what they have in their heart. You don't know what path God has for them. And for people to be like, oh, you're a low value person because you do this, that, and the third.
But if we went out and we saw a group of girls like that, so many people would automatically judge them as that's a bunch of hoes.
So many people, yes, but I wouldn't be one
automatically
of those people
based off of
like,
what you look like. It's so much judgment everywhere we go.
I mean that is true. Like, you know, what the attention you want, or you know, if you're going into a room and you want a specific response, obviously dress accordingly. Dress the part. But to gauge someone's value based off of what they have on, I think. But
I don't even really feel like it's so much of gauging their value as much as she's assessing the climate of why so many people are single today. Because there are so many men that feel like I'm going to get in a relationship and I'm still going to be me and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And then the women are coming in, I'm going to be me and do what I want to do. And there's no compromise, so there's no boundary
that has nothing
that
to
you
do
can
with
that you
what
can
you
really
look
build
like.
on. No, not that it has anything to what you know to do with what you look like, but I feel like what we're putting out is hindering what we are able to take in.
Mm-hmm. I agree to some extent, but for Junie, let's do real life situation, right? We have a great circle of nightlife friends, right? Mm-hmm. We were in night. She's finding it. I'm finding it. It's taking that long. Yes. So, for example, let's actually use myself. Mm-hmm. I was a bottle girl when I was in college, right? It was easy money. Yeah. It was quick. I was cute. I used my sex appeal to actually make a little bit more than some of the other girls, but I was in college. I was doing the right thing. I was making sure my business was in shape. Does that devalue myself, my worth, because I was out there in
let me stop you.
Pretty much a bikini
let me stop
with
you.
bedazzles.
But you're at work also. That's a uniform that you have to wear every day when you're going to work. So I feel like it's a difference from you going to work and working in the nightlife because you do have to dress a certain type of way. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you're working in the nightlife. I think that she was more so talking about women who dress like that on an everyday basis, or women who just always are walking around with everything hanging out. I don't think she was really talking about the people who work in nightlife, because that's a part of your uniform to dress like that.
To a certain extent, I also think because there was the argument about things being so easily accessible online. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, clearly they're talking about IG models, clearly
like
they're talking
pictures,
about porn stars. And these are people's jobs.
That's
you know
your
what I
job.
mean? That's still a job. And if to be a porn star, if you got to be naked, that's technically your uniform. But is that bringing your value down? No.
Separate debates.
Similarly, when I was in college, I used to be a bottle girl. I also used to work in a restaurant, you know, where we wore more risque things. I used to work in a bikini, you know? So if somebody gauged my value based off of what I wore to just make a living, and like here I am today, I have a good head on my shoulders, I have an amazing heart, you know, and I bring so much to the table.
Okay.
Like
this table.
A lot of tables.
Okay.
You know? Then they would be completely wrong, and they would miss out on so many opportunities, so much of what I have to offer, because they judge me based off of what I had on at work.
Right, but
You
at the
know?
same time, I feel like, me for instance, I feel like I was born in the wrong era. Like, I wish I was born, like, you know, back when it was all about, let me tell you.
When segregation?
No. Not segregation, but right after that, or maybe a little bit before. It doesn't matter, because I would have been fighting for my freedom. But at the end of the day, I wish I was born in the time where it was all about ladies and gentlemen, not when it progressed to pimps and hoes, and now it's bees and bad bees and real. other people at the end of the day. And I feel like that you can see just by the verbiage that we use, the progression of where we are now. And that is why not only the black family, but the whole family unit is losing its value because people are showing it all, they're giving it all, they're doing it all, they're living for this image outside of the house. So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I just think time is moving on. Things are changing, and there are just
But you don't have to be
Give me a
naked all the time.
Give me a
You don't
corset
have
and
to
a
be naked all the
petticoat,
time.
please.
I mean, it just depends on the room they're going in. It depends on what
I
they
ain't
want.
playing.
Tell you.
Yes, give me a corset and a petticoat, baby. I don't want no. I'm tired of these maxi dresses and mini skirts.
I'll be wearing maxi dresses.
Let me tell you
I like a good maxi dress too. I don't know, Tally.
Saved and sanctified.
No.
Newly.
Okay, new and working.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
God working on her every day.
I still want to be cute, but it does not need to all be hanging out. We
No,
are
yeah, it doesn't.
losing our value.
Okay,
Now.
so like to the girls, even in their 20s, let them have fun.
Right, that's
They don't have to be
No, but
naked.
you know what? You know what?
You
They're
can
not
have fun and not be naked.
No.
We're not saying naked, but when you're young, you want to. That's what it should
You
be
want to
out
show
there.
what? Everything?
wanna
You
show-
know,
you
you wonder
know
why
what?
pedophiles looking at 18-year-olds.
Okay, exactly.
Let's be
not,
real.
Hold on, no.
Let's be real.
I'm gonna stop
Let's
you right
be
there.
real.
That is not because of the woman. That is the pedophile's fault. I
The
hate
man.
when people try
Oh
to be
my
like,
God.
no, because that's
But
the
why are
same
they dressing
mindset.
like that, though?
No. That's the same mindset people have when women get raped and they be like, so what did you have on? That is wrong.
I've never said that.
It is wrong, but at the end of the day, there are women too. Yes, there are guys or men that are, pedophiles and have these bad images and things that they want from women. But at the same time, there are women that are not willing to give it up. And when you have it all hanging out, you look like a woman
That's
that is
ready to give it
ready
all
to
up.
go.
But guess what? When they get approached, there's nothing done, nothing
You
said,
guys,
and then they
we
get shut down.
have to take a short break, you guys. We have so much more discussion after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching POV. Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're just not tuning in, you are watching POV. So a man has gone viral after saying majority of broken homes are caused by men and women are left to pick up the pieces. Now, this has caused a huge debate online, but before we continue the discussion, let's see what this young man had to say.
What it is a lot of times these women don't have to take care of the household. These women don't want to be single mothers. These women don't want to do it on their own. A lot of them have to do it on their own because you have a lot of men that don't step up to the plate. I can't agree to that. A lot of these women don't choose these things. They're given the cards and they play the cards right.
Now, for those of you back at home who don't know, that was Big Sexy, and he was getting some stuff off his chest.
He was. He always getting some off his chest.
So, do we agree with this man?
Yes.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Go
for
ahead,
sure.
Judy.
No,
What?
please, Janaya, take the floor.
Is it split down the middle again? Yes.
Let's hold hands, baby. We together today.
Nah, we together, right? Black women standing together. But look, no, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Men always have the choice to walk away, but women are always stuck because either they're baking the baby still, or the child needs a mother to have milk. They literally feed off of a mother's body. So by the time that body's created, they never have an opportunity really to walk away unless you want to put them in the chair of putting them in a position of having an abortion. Then that's a whole nother discussion we want to talk about.
Yeah.
But he is absolutely right. Women are being put in a position to do it alone. That's why we
To pick up
always
the
have
pieces.
pick up the pieces
Yeah.
of then not only are they having to deal with themselves and having to go through postpartum by themselves and emotional stress by themselves, financial stress by themselves, physical stress by themselves, then they got to later on down the line when their daughter or son acting crazy because they never had a father figure in their life, more
have
pieces to pick
yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with Janaya. I was the product of a mother who went through exactly what you just said. My father left my mom with 2 daughters, like we were babies, you know, and he just got up one day and said peace and never came back. And my mom had to figure it out, you know. But like even in society, like when men leave, they're not looked down on as if a woman leaves, if that makes sense. Like people look at women, they're like, oh, that is what? How dare you do that? Because we are set to a certain standard when it comes to nurturing and caring for children and caring for a home. But when a man does it, it's like kind of a little expected. So they're not looked down upon as much. Same with what you had mentioned, abortion. When a man and a woman together decide to get an abortion, people more so look down on the woman more than the man, you know?
Yeah.
So I completely agree. The woman has to, you know, do her due diligence and pick up the pieces that the man has broken, for sure.
Yeah, I think that is true also to a certain extent, but because I still believe that it is, you know, mostly systematic. But at the same time, I feel like even just looking at my life and childhood situation, my dad, love him, amazing dad. I thank God for him. In my old age, I'm able to, you know, realize where he kind of went wrong and what he was missing, you know, as a man starting out before he became a parent. But even on the parent end of the spectrum, my dad had like 10, 11 kids that everyone was left with the mom. Him and my mom had 3 kids together. They were married at some point.
No, he was a Gallus.
Yes, he definitely was a Gallus. But at the end of the day, it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, which a lot of men do, they seek out women that they know they can leave a child on. You know what I'm saying? That they know, they're strong enough to handle it, and they go on with their life. And even looking at my mom, the sacrifices that she had to make for us, and my dad did what he could do whenever he felt like it. But my mom made sure that we survived day to day every single year. Exactly. And I feel like a lot of times mothers don't get enough credit, you know what I'm saying, and admiration and respect for what they do. And I do know there are some great dads out there, but I was even looking at some of the statistics, and it said that it's like 5 to 1. You know what I'm saying? Like most kids that are single parents, they're in like a mother or whatever, you know, with their mom or whatever. I forget what the exact number was, but it was just so sad. It was like 5 to 1, like one out of every 5 was raised by their dad. So
Compared to their moms.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, even like all the way down to how you had mentioned, like when your child's a teenager and they are going through the things, the motions of life. Exactly. You have to do it for the rest of their life, you know? Like my sister and I, we have certain like issues or things, like now we're trying to navigate relationships that we never learned from a man's standpoint. We just learned our mom. And I'm sorry, Mom, you weren't like the best example when it came to choosing men. But so I didn't have a good example on both ends. And like now she's trying the best she can. Like we're like coming to her for advice and she's like, dang, that's crazy. That's all she can say. But you know.
But that's her life experience.
Right.
She can't give what she don't know. You know, so like you only know what you know. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's sad that men have these children or go into a relationship with a woman and like kind of prey on strong women.
But you know what? I also think, this is me and these alsos, my God. I also think that it goes back to even the way that we raise our sons too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know so many moms that tell their sons, oh, you know, and even we were talking about the other day where women promote their sons to, oh, they're a teenager, it's okay for them to have sex, and then they're going out there to have sex. Sex makes babies, period,
Yes.
point blank. First of all, then you're telling your son, oh, well, you know, you're young, live your life. So even if they started a family, you're then telling them, don't settle down. This is what I hear plenty of moms saying to their sons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though we're affected and upset, that in turn we sometimes end up being the mom that's left with the son, but then we raise sons that tell our sons to leave her, go live your life, and do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think with the sons that are doing that, their moms are so strong that they only seen that they've had their moms their entire life, that they also are not equipped to carry a family.
Yeah.
And have the responsibility of what it takes to have a strong family unit and maintain it, because it's going to be hard.
Yeah, and then they're getting a bad outlook, and then we're giving them bad information.
Absolutely. Because I'm not going to lie, when I was pregnant, boy, I gave my fiance a run for his money.
No, but he signed up for it too.
He signed up for it, absolutely.
The second he laid
But
down with
this
you,
goes-
unprotected, started to put your business out there.
Absolutely.
I mean, we know what happened.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
right.
that she has a baby, so we know what happened. We have an idea of what happened.
Yes.
You know? But yeah, the second he decided to lay down with you and unprotected, he made that decision.
But absolutely. But when things got tough and rough, during pregnancy, during the birth, postpartum,
Yeah.
he had a strong mother that said, no, you better fight for your family.
Yeah.
Period.
Ain't no, oh, you want to, what?
Yeah.
Go where?
Yeah.
Go,
Right.
excuse me? Oh,
Right.
yeah. You talking to the wrong person, you need to go call her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I did not have that,
Yeah.
that support, that backing outside of myself, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah.
It could have
You would've
easily
figured
been a
it
wrap.
out.
Oh no, let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Malik
Your
has
maternal,
no choice.
yeah, right? But your maternal instincts would have for sure kicked in,
Oh, no.
all the way down to like the pressures that are placed on a woman, even when we get pregnant, and say like we're in a place where we're not ready, and the man also isn't ready. He can literally just leave. We literally still have to be there and be a mother and figure it out.
Yeah.
They can be, and there even are men who are literally in the relationship, but they're literally not there.
Right.
They're in the house, but they're literally not there. So
But even making the decision of having abortion is still a maternal instinct.
yeah,
Because to some level, you have to think of the quality of life that you're making a family decision. Can I maintain a life and protect a life and financially support a life? So that is a maternal decision.
Yeah, I remember even when I was younger, I had a friend, and she asked me one time, what do I think about a situation she was in? She was pregnant, and she just started dating the guy, and she really liked him, but I could tell it was like a little wishy-washy, and so she was like, what do you think I should do? And I told her, I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you is make your decision based off of the fact that if this man walks away today, because unfortunately 9 times out of 10 he will. And if he walks, maybe not 9 times, 7 out of 10.
I was like, you had no hope in that man.
But he did. He did. You know what I'm saying?
temporary.
Yes, he did. And I told her, I said, so make your decision based off if he walks away, will you still want to raise this child and love this child? And she kept her child, and before the baby was here, the man walked away. The child's a big child now. Where's the man? We ain't seen him.
Wow.
Because I'm not
That
gonna
goes
lie.
back to what Big Sexy was saying, though. Like, when the man steps out and the man fails the family, then
Yeah.
the woman is
The
there to
family
pick
has
up
to
the
go on.
the woman is there to pick up the pieces.
She has no choice.
Yeah.
Not even, it could be a temporary walkout. You know what I'm saying? There's still, it could be a temporary, like there are parents that go in and out of children's lives.
Yeah.
It could be, but still, the mom still has to be strong enough to
Hold it down until he come back for 2 more days.
Until, if maybe, hopefully, it shoulda, coulda, woulda, if he comes back to her.
Yeah.
But it's sad that is the reality of it, and it's sad that majority of them are black families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also sucks like the systemic thing too. I'm talking about the black community, how, black men have a higher chance of being imprisoned or, going to jail than, other races.
Yeah.
So even then, the woman still has to pick up the pieces for even systemic
The
factors that could
absence.
go against a
Yeah.
black man as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a different kind of pressure. Every day I thank God I got a daughter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus, because Lord,
Having to have
a
that
son.
talk.
Yeah, but then
That's a different
your
kind of
prayer
talk.
with the son is that your son won't walk off on his family, and your prayer with the daughter is that she won't be walked off on.
Yeah. Wow.
A word.
I felt that. I felt that in my bone marrow.
You heard this right here.
Okay, it has been
POV.
stamped here.
For
Every
sure.
time we say it is POV.
Right, you heard it here first. Okay.
Well, what was his name again? The young
Big Sexy.
man, Big Sexy. Yeah,
Big
he was
Sexy.
really.
But he ate them
fast.
up. He
Yeah,
ate them
really,
up. Yes,
he really did.
If you guys get a chance, do check out that whole skit because I mean
Yeah.
he was spitting some gems on them, honey.
Yeah.
He always is,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and he was
Like,
telling one of the guys, one, you have multiple baby moms, you left her, and you also came from a single parent household where your mom raised you.
And their fight
Make it
was
make
their,
sense.
their rebuttal. You're gay.
Exactly.
So, you guys, we are running out of time. It is Friday, so I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to go follow us on all of our socials and continue the conversation in our comment section. But catch us back here Monday, same time, same place. Bye.